Okay, today we're going to show you how to make a ultra cheap bastards flashlight cycle mount. We're using as our torch, we're using the Ultrafire 501B, which takes a lithium ion battery. It's around about 24 mils in diameter. We're using two common or garden 22 mil copper pipe clips, which have a hole down the middle. You can get these in the UK from any hardware store like Wickes or B&Q, that kind of thing. You might have to buy a pack of 50, but that's not too expensive. And we're using what we think is an M5 bolt, which is roughly 40 mil long. You basically take your M5 bolt, you push it through the hole, little washer on the back. Your first nut goes on. You need 3 nuts in total and 2 washers. You want this tightened up as tight as you possibly can get it, so that it doesn't scuff the torch when you mount it, so that it actually recesses slightly. It's reasonably tight, so it pulls right down in the center there. You take your second nut, you screw that on. So you could get away with a slightly shorter bolt if you wanted to, but we're going for long ones because we need the clearance on the handlebars. Second washer goes on. Again, you could use longer nuts if you wanted to. And on this end, you want to get the nut only just on the very edge of the top of the bolt there, so that it seats nice and tight. And then you just finger tight it back up here. And again, using my 8mm spanner, I'm going to tighten that right up as tight as I can get it. It's important you get these as tight as you can get them. And then basically you want one aligned to the other, like that. You take a small piece of cycle inner tube, which you can trim to size, and if my assistant would follow me. Here we are as the completed unit. What I've also done to make them fit the bars is I've trimmed just a tiny piece of plastic off with a pair of wire cutters, and also you can make them using the smaller shaft with just a 30mm bolt if you want a shorter overall clamp. So just to show the trimming, just tiny bits off at a time, just a little bit on the end there, and that just comes off nice and easily. Now you take your piece of inner tube, but what's easier to do first is to mount your flashlights in the mount. Make sure the bolts and the nuts are very well recessed by tightening up the clamp as tightly as you can. So just to push that into the clamp, as you can see, it's a pretty good fit. And then I just wrap my piece of bicycle inner tube around my bars, like so, and then gently snap them home, and there you go. Same with the other one. I'm going to mount the longer one this time. I've already trimmed them, so make sure I'm using my trimmed size first. Mount the torch. Not going to move for anybody, that one. And then gently work it home onto the bars. And as you can see, they're completely rock solid, and it gives you the full ability to tune them, to get the focal point that you want, rise them and lower them.